Hey there, wonderful writers and storytellers. What gets you in the zone when you're working? For me, it depends on the day. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to pull back the curtain on my own process. Let's get into it. I'm Tima, and this is Tima Hiba Writes, the channel where we explore the magic of storytelling together. Some days I need the night time. I find I work better at night. There are no distractions, no hooting cars, no crows cawing in the background, none of that, just silence. Silence works well for me when I need to focus. But most times these days, I find that the morning hours work well for me too, because that's when I'm the freest. So I try to dedicate a healthy portion of my morning to writing, and if I cannot get a healthy portion, I will just grab whatever I can get. Whether it is an hour, whether it is 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes. Beggars cannot be choosers, bruh. Beggars cannot be choosers. Food and drink, I don't eat or drink anything when I'm writing. Not because I can't, I can, but it's a distraction for me. I will either ignore the food until it gets cold and stale and I forget all about it, or I will ignore the work and focus on the food until it is done. And when I do that, I lose my mojo. So either way, I lose. So the most that I do when I'm writing is I just chew gum. But the chewing of the gum is something I do to help me not chew my nails, because when I think a lot, my nails just find their way to my mouth. And I can't have that. They're almost completely gone. And as someone dear to me once said, my nails are so gone, they look like the tide when it is out. And I don't know if you can see them, but he was right. It's terrible, but I digress. Music, yes. Music is a good companion when I write. I rely on music when writing emotional scenes, dramatic scenes, action-packed scenes. It really does help me set the mood and the tone of what I'm writing, and it helps me to visualize certain sequences and certain expressions on people's faces and stuff like that. I usually rely on the music when I am writing a fast draft, because that's when the ideas are freshly coming out of my mind onto the page. But when I am editing, I prefer silence. Silence is good for helping me to focus on making sure that every sentence makes sense and is readable. As for the kind of music I listen to when I write, I prefer listening to instrumental music and score music. And every once in a while, an actual song or two will work best when it comes to a certain scene or a certain character. But on the whole, it's instrumental and score music that gets me there. I'm gonna be honest. I am a noisy writer, ridiculously noisy. I bang those keys as if my life depends on it, especially when I'm into a scene I'm writing or when I'm writing about a character I am completely angry at. I also tend to talk a lot to myself when I write. I talk to the screen when I write. I talk to the characters on the page when I write. Sometimes I even dance as I type, or I act out the scenes that I'm writing. And I know I'm not the only one, be honest. And how many times have I been caught just staring into the cosmos with a ridiculous look on my face? But you know what? I own it. I'm not ashamed. Whatever it takes to get the words on the screen, my friends. Whatever it takes. Writing doesn't look the same way for me for long periods at a time. Depending on what I'm writing, the intensity, or even the stage I'm in determines how I approach it. But overall, I do prefer writing in the privacy of my own space, where I do not have to be the source of someone else's entertainment or their mortification. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed seeing how writing looks like on my end, like and subscribe for more. How do you do it? Do you prefer morning or nighttime? Do you prefer your tea and coffee? Do you prefer your headphones and music? Let me know in the comments. And as always, it has been a pleasure hanging out with you in this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. But until then, keep writing, keep painting your worlds. Goodbye.